Hey special family, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another Am I the A episode, Reddit edition. Today's title is Am I the A for banning my special needs brother from my condo? I, 31 male, have an older brother, 40 male, who was born with special needs. His mind is almost that of a 7-year-old. Now before I go any further, let me just say that I love my brother and I do care for him. But over time, it has gotten to the point where he gets away with a lot of mischief. It mostly comes from our mother brushing it off like it's nothing. Once it started to get more on the financial, and that's when me and her had a talk, and I said she cannot keep babying him anymore because it's starting to get out of hand. He knows that there are things that he has to do in his daily life, such as going to work and taking his medication. But he never seems to remember the important stuff. It's always the things he doesn't need to do. For example, he stays with mom, so when she would leave the house, or when I would leave the house, when I used to live there, he would rummage through all of our belongings, even my mom tax information, and writing nonsense all over the back of it. He would even go into my wallet and mess with my credit cards and steal any money because he automatically thought it was his, even though he knows he's not supposed to touch things that don't belong to him. Over the weekend, my mom got invited out with a few of her friends and their old boss and asked if I could watch him. I said yes, as I had nothing to do on a Saturday night, so she brought him over to my place. When he's there, he usually just sits and watches TV. But when he's moving, he completely destroys my bathroom and I give him food. He'll leave a mess on my table without cleaning it, even though he knows he's supposed to do so when he's done. Things took a turn when he went to the bathroom thinking nothing of it. I thought it would be another mess I'd have to clean up, and I was completely wrong. He shat in my toilet and backed it up. Damn. I tried using a plunger and even went out to get anything that would unclog the drain, and the beast still remains in my pipe as I type this. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. When I used to live at home, I would always be at Menards or Home Depot getting stuff to unclog the toilet every month because he has this bad habit of choosing when he wants to take a crap. His record is holding it for 6 days. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure the employees that saw me there all the time think that I was backing up the toilets. It got to a point where the pipes were so backed up because and I mean that literally, that my mom had to spend thousands of dollars for someone to come and essentially clean it out the drain system because it got so bad that the toilet not only did not flush, but there was water coming into the shower as well as the laundry room. God damn. I am currently waiting for the plumber to come in, which will be on my off days so they can rectify the problem. Oh my God. I'm technically without a toilet for 5 days, so when I get up in the morning to go to the gym, I have to skip using the toilet and just hold it. I have to skip using the toilet and just hold it in until I get to the gym so I can go. As I said at the beginning, I do love my brother, but there's a limit. I told my mom that he backed up my toilet and that he's not allowed to come back to my place anytime soon, as he has shown multiple times that he has no respect for other people's property, even after always being told repeatedly. More especially since he's not paying for it. I told her if she wants me to watch him, then I'll come over to her house, but he is not to step foot in my place ever again. For context, I have a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom condo, so having a proper toilet is necessary for me. So am I the A? Sir, no. Sir, no. OMG though. Golly. I would save my coins. Yeah, go over to mama house and watch him because it's a no. It's an expensive watching. No. But let's go to the comment section and see what the commenters had to say. First commenter says, not the A, just because he has special needs doesn't mean you can't set boundaries. Stick to your guns on this one. Daniel McGilcuddy says, of course you're not the A, but your mom needs to consider looking for a group home. She's paying him a major disservice by allowing him to behave this way. Definitely. You're part of the glass children population. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Overwhelmingly, glass children and their parents, after the fact, all agree that the disabled siblings should go to a group home long before the parents can't care for them anymore. That that they have a better life in a group home that's safer and set up for them. Definitely. Puddle Winter responded, this, absolutely this. My mom has an acquaintance who is elderly and had an adult child with intellectual special needs living at home. Apparently, no plans was ever made for this person's future without their parents. So then they had to deal with their parents being in a nursing home and other people helping them shop around for care homes to live in. It would have been much better for mom to have done that with their adult child when they were healthy enough to help ease the transition. Instead, the kid had to deal with not getting to see their parents every day, having to move out of the only home they have ever known, having to live with new rules when they basically had zero rules before, and having to live with new people all at once. OP's mom is not doing her son a service. Definitely. Fun Yellow says not the A. Please be sure to have a talk with your mom on what her plans are for when he's not able or no longer around to take care of him, because you won't have him live with you. It will be difficult because she probably just expects you to do it. Lucky Bell says you're not the A. I work as a special education teacher for 31 years with students that had intellectual disabilities. He, your brother, isn't trying to hurt anything. He just doesn't have the cognitive reasoning to make better decisions. And if your mom has allowed this for all these years, he most likely will not change unless he has specialized therapy like adaptive behavior analysis. But I do agree that he will need to stay at your mom's if she wants your help. He needs to keep his routine, and you need to save your sanity and your money. If you are in the US, I would recommend looking into him getting an aid through waiver services in your state. Having someone come in will give your mom a break, and that person can possibly help him with his skills. Also, you need to look into where he will live after your mom passes away. In the US, there are group homes that could apply to live in. That's something I always try to reinforce with parents for my students. You got to have a plan for what comes next, as parents will likely die before their adult child. Definitely. Tough Bear says you can't be his keeper if he's not willing to do the very basic, especially if he doesn't respect your boundaries. Spinach Potato says, however, OP has some difficult choices once mom has passed, and especially as he has been babied. Mom is making it harder for everyone by allowing that behavior to continue. Typical Doc says special need adults need to have boundaries, just like everyone else. He needs to be in a structured special need group home where he will be trained to the abilities that he can accomplish. A strict behavioral boundary can be reinstalled in his knowledge base. This is not only his fault, but those who are now managing his care. Potato 22 Blue says, not the A. You need to have a talk with her about where he's going when she passes away, definitely sooner than later. It's probably time to start looking at group homes. Make it clear he's not living with you. Let me know in the comment section below what you would have done if you were in this situation, because mama would have had some grave decision to make. That is one of my main goals. Make sure my child is situated before anything happens to me, where I can decide and he is torn away from everything he knows. So let me know in the comment section. See ya. Bye.